What's up, y'all? I have drugged somebody in here to help me, and what better than this one right here? Y'all know who this is, just Chuck. This right here is my manager over the daycare. Yeah, I got too much stuff going on. He's also my business partner. So, we're going to have this conversation together. So, this is not just about educational wise. This is going to be about parent wise, grandparent wise, for y'all to get together with these kids. And guess what we got today? Stranger danger. Y'all remember when y'all used to see them people, you be like, stranger! They don't even do that no more. They walk up to somebody, hello, what's your name? They do, don't they?
Yeah.
They do that. So we want to talk about a safety plan. What you think? They got one?
Probably not.
How many parents you think got a safety plan?
I don't know, because I think we all like to think that if something happens, we're just going to jump to and everything's going to be what we, going to work out and we're going to just save the day. But honestly, without a good plan, it's going to be hard to do.
Now, I know, y'all know I love the granddaughter and the smooches. Now, how would you feel? Because this has happened. We were on public transportation, which I think her name is Dara. Dara, I have your whole list, and I'm going to try to work it out and get you something real good, because a lot of people do know. But we were on the public bus. We were all coming back from the Children's Museum, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think the Children's Museum. We're not going to say what color the man was. We're not going to put that out there. We are going to say that a strange man got on the bus and zoned in on our 4-year-old granddaughter. Now, I'm going to say for once, I kept my cool. That's what I'm going to say. But, Mr. Chuck.
I mean, I was ready to flip. I didn't like it. Nobody was saying anything. Everybody,
was staring.
Uncomfortable feeling and started looking like, why is he doing that?
Right.
And nobody was saying anything. So, and he was staring at her the way he was staring. I was a bit taken back, honestly, because I was like, dang, he bold. Like, he just...
And nobody would say anything.
So I moved her to the side and I started staring at him the same way, and I sort of leaned forward, and then he kept looking away and looking to see if I was still staring at him the way he was staring at her. And then, I finally said, well, what do you want to know what the problem is? Right. You already know what the problem is, right?
Now,
so
what was the one word she called him? What'd she call him, you remember? A goblin. Now, I'm going to tell you something. A lot of y'all parents think that I'm crazy when I'm about to tell you this. When a child is uncomfortable in a public situation and she doesn't want that person to know, there are words that my granddaughter will say. And as soon as she say them, if I'm already paying attention, the second part of my level red goes up. She called him a goblin. What's a goblin?
That's a monster that goes for children.
It's a monster that goes for children. There was a little girl in the store last night, and yes, she was one of my kids from when I was in the daycares. And we saw a guy who was in the wheelchair who didn't even need to be in a wheelchair with the dog in the store because, he's supposed to be, I guess, handicapped and blind, yet the dog couldn't see, but you could. But anyway, when he went past her and he touched her hair, and she called him a troll.
Yeah.
The reason why the kids are using these words, these are called safety words. They're called alert words. Now I'm going to say this, which it does have something to do with danger. So when we are teaching schools to be alert for shooters or for anybody that is dangerous in the building, you yell pickle. Who the hell gonna think? They're going to be like, what the hell is it damn on lunch? Banana. I mean, who gonna peanut butter sandwiches? Now, if your kids be smoking something they got no business, they might be thinking, ooh, is it free? But at least they're going to be paying attention. If they hear pow, pow, they know to go down. The reason why they're telling you these words is because they're safety words. It's insane. You going to yell banana and they walk in the school building. Banana, banana, banana. You going to think somebody that lost their mind or some child that has some kind of something has got up there. However, what it does is the people who know what that word means, when they hear it, what happens?
And they show up.
They show up and they react. Just like they're showing you new sign language for if you are in if you are being kidnapped or if you have been trafficked, they're giving you new sign language and stuff for you to do if you're in a domestic situation. Why can't we give this to our kids? And if you think toddlers can't pick up on that, how many toddlers like trolls? And if they do like trolls, they're going to be like, that's the troll that I don't like. I know. That's why I miss my toddler babies. Now, we want to give our kids a fighting chance. Do we really want to give our kids a fighting chance? Because some of our parents out there, and I'm not going to call y'all younger generation out, but I am right now, and some of y'all old people know better, we do the exact same thing. If your child doesn't know someone, they go off body language, right? What happens when we turn off our kids' body language? How do we do that? You know, Mr. Chuck, how we turn off our kids' body language. I didn't got him off guard. He told me not to do this. Do you know how we turn it off? Okay, so I've seen him look and then take the baby after this has happened. If somebody comes up to your child and your child shuts down and reacts of, I don't want to talk to that person, you might want to back up and let your child go, okay, but be nice and say hello. That's fine. But to force your child to talk to someone that they're not feeling the body language is telling them when they feel danger to let their wall down. Did we know that? Did I just teach them something?
See, okay, so I get where you at, because you just got me with how you said it. But yeah, because it makes sense to watch a kid's body language, because they tell you everything. Their body language tells you everything, and if they're acting like it doesn't even matter if you think this person is the nicest person in the world, but if there's something about their vibe that your kid just don't vibe with, they don't want to be around or be near. You should never force them to be around or be near, because what you're doing is you're breaking down their resistance to these type of people, because there's people that you want them to be like that with. And even if there's somebody you don't want them to be like that, but figure it out later if you have to. But don't force your kid to be around somebody they don't want to be around, or interact with someone who they don't want to interact with. That's insane, man. Don't ever do that to a kid.
It's insane, and we used to fuss at our parents when we got to a certain we can handle ourselves. But then think about what your parents used to do. Did you ever go into the room when some of your parents' friends that you might speak, you might know their kids absolutely well, but the actual parents you get to speak to and you got to get the hell out? You remember those days? Why did your parents do that? Now, I grew up on the reservation too, so I'm going to tell you why my grandmama told she did that. Because she watched every single one of our eyes. And if one of us used to be kind of shoulders back, or they kind of joke to the side, or they put their head down, they don't like the vibe they coming against. What did we first learn? Communication. When we were babies, what does babies do? They learn and they see a person through their energy and their vibe. That's why some people pick up a baby and they cry. I'm not saying that you're a bad person. I'm saying that baby know you don't like babies. And how they know it, you can have a smile on your face and say, oh, what a cute baby. And you be thinking, I want to pick up that baby. They know. It's inner thoughts, people. And what they also always say is, you think kids are sitting there and they just off to their own world and they're in tune. What was the name of that movie? Christy Allen was in it. Not Baby. Was it Baby Genius? Yeah, Baby Genius. Y'all need to go watch Baby Genius again. Which brings me to words. We used to have what we call fire words. They're words to save your life. Did y'all have them in your house? Probably y'all did. Not really, because y'all was doing some crap y'all had no business.
Yeah, we didn't have those.
Y'all didn't have fire words, did you? But your mama knew what you was about to say out your mouth, though, didn't she? Look at him. He's always getting trouble. When I say you need to have words to save your life, if you are sitting in the living room and your window is up, your kids are outside, if somebody yell, woohoo, what happens? Somebody just won, right? Woohoo! What if you hear, don't do that?
Then you have to check it out because something's going on.
So what if he yelled, puppy? What you gonna do? See, look at his face. He like, what?
Yeah, because where did the puppy come from?
I know,
I'm gonna have to check that out. You know what I mean? Like,
but the person who is there making the conflict don't know what the hell going on. He thinking you losing your mind, right? Right. Another thing I want to tell y'all is, please, when I say this, listen. If your child stops when somebody say, "Hey, you, come in," I'm gonna tell you, like, he make a joke. He said somebody got just pull up and say, "I got free Wi-Fi in the trunk," and they go, "What's your password?"
30 kids in the trunk.
It's not funny, but it is funny to us because when we ain't had internet, and I know if all y'all remember the dial-up. Oh my Jesus, y'all remember that do. You've been stolen by the time you get to the do, because you ain't gonna stay there. But y'all remember that. But then people that pull up and say, as that happened when I was walking with Gizmo. Some of y'all seen our video from last night. I was walking with Gizmo. Just happened to be just talking, going up to the store, and the guy pull up on a whole group of kids and go, "Hey, tell me." I say, "Yo, why you talking to them?" And when they saw me, they were like, "We don't know," and they all pulled off. I was just looking for direction from 7-year-olds. They got GPSs on their bikes. Do they? I don't know. Not on dirt bikes, they don't. We have to understand that we need to tell our kids to think. God knows to think. To think. And when you do that, how many people want to tell their kids the consequences? Do y'all know the consequences? Because losing your child is just not one consequence.
Right.
Do y'all know the consequences? The consequences of your child being gone, killed, even worse, sold. What's the consequences? Some of y'all get to find y'all kids, some of y'all don't. What you think is higher?
The ones who don't.
The ones that don't. We used to have the kids on milk carton. Y'all remember those milk carton kids? I used to be afraid of milk when I seen them because I'd be like, "That's dead milk." I wouldn't drink it. It's not funny, but it is. Because I wouldn't drink it at all. My grandmother used to get really mad at me. And she'd be like, "What are you doing?" We don't even see that anymore. Do we see that? I don't know. We don't buy carton of milk will not last a day in my house. So I don't buy cartons of milk. I don't. But if you... I don't think it'll last an hour. But that's not the point. The point is that we have lost in touch of actually caring for other people. However, we are so desensitized these days, we don't even know when we're in danger. Which brings me to why we talking about y'all little ones. For y'all people who are dating now, or you are, what's it called now? I don't know. In the fishing pond. What's it called? Who the hell know? We too old. Anyway, for those of y'all who are doing that, it is not a good idea to just meet a person and tell them everything about your children. That is a stranger danger. And that is going to be a part of our, I guess it's a series. I don't know. I do thank all of you parents who have asked me for this series, because I guess my videos are getting to most of y'all. But I'm going to give it to you the truth. There's no sense in me making this nice and cuddly, because when the situation happens, you're not going to be nice and cuddly. And for you saying, someone had in my DMs that, okay, what about all those people who got killed by their friends? When I say you need to have stranger danger, and that includes being in a group of friends, when I said that, you don't know what nobody's thinking. Your kids have to know how to react. And if you don't tell them the consequences, I'm not saying go tell your 3-year-old, if you do this, somebody will steal you. Because they will. But if you go tell your 3-year-old, if you do this, you might not see mommy and daddy again. That is the hard truth, but you can say it in a nice way.
Exactly.
We're trying to make sure you can keep your family safe, because that's what the Baby Whisper movement does. Imagine that educates you. Baby Whisper movement, make sure you keep your family safe. We crack jokes. We have fun. We show you what to do with your families. But the only thing that ties us all together is we want you to be safe. So we hope this hit somebody, and we would like y'all to like and comment and share and tell everybody come check out the Baby Whisper. And for those of y'all who want to know where y'all see him in some of my videos, yes you will. Here he is.
Don't forget to subscribe. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button for us.
And that too, because I always forget about that.
What media are we on? It's YouTube.
This YouTube, okay. TikTok, Facebook. At least I don't change my.
Follow, subscribe, whichever the application called for. You know what to do.
I don't know none of that because I don't care. But see, I care about getting the content out. He care about making sure we keep rolling. Then that's how we make a team. So this is Chuck and the Baby Whisper, and we make up the Baby Whisper movement. And for those of y'all who are looking for a learning environment, I will put this up last, but this is the video due today. So we're going to come up here as a teamwork, and we're going to tell everybody peace. And this is Imagine That.